Last year you called out that people was your first, your second and also your third priority. Hiring, developing and retaining talent was your top strategic issue, and agility was the buzzword of last year's summit. It's interesting that over half of you took action on talent over the last 12 months. Turning to the 2016 survey, we asked you to choose 3 out of 8 areas that you thought represented the most significant opportunities to improve your business performance over the next 12 months. Agility still is in the top 3. It's been cited by well over a third of you, and it hasn't changed much proportionally, so it's still very, very important to you. We'd actually suggest that this shifted this year from being talent agile last year to being business agile this year.
Not just more and more opening, more and more integration, it's more and more uncertainty. If you don't like uncertainty, it's not going to be a happy time. But if you love change and the challenge of management, this is the best time ever.
If you go back 25 or 50 years, how few of the companies that were in the FTSE 100 then are still in the FTSE 100 now. We will see more change in banking over the next 10 years than we have over the entire 250 years of our existence.
You're either growing or you're shrinking. There is no such thing as steady state. And if you think you're in steady state, believe me, you're shrinking.
If I ask some of our multinationals what they like about the UK, they say it's our creativity, it's our ideas and it's our innovation.
Right on top of our agenda is this topic of agility. We're creating organisations within our organisation that are designed to disrupt us.
I spent the last 5 years in government being extremely disruptive.
The success and diversity of the companies in this room demonstrates, I think, in no uncertain terms that Britain is at the heart of a global economy. And I applaud the work you're doing. But in the decades to come, Britain's success is not inevitable or guaranteed.
This is really, for us here at Lloyds, our attempt to give you the benefit of all the information and the intelligence that we have gathered.
Are we agile enough? We live in a world where the largest taxi firm doesn't own a taxi. The world's biggest hotelier doesn't own any buildings. We're not adjusting anywhere near fast enough to this new world. The regulation that's been introduced since the financial crisis, so necessary and important to make banks safe, may have made markets unsafe.
We all know liquidity is the lifeblood of a company. At the end of the day, if you can't pay the bills, eventually it's going to end in disaster. For the European Commission, front centre now, the focus is on economic growth and how to improve financing of that growth.
We're a safe, stable organisation to do business with, to place your deposits with, to borrow from, and we've experienced teams who are ready and willing to engage with you to ensure you are properly insulated from the cold winds of these markets. And be prepared to be financially agile in 2016 should credit markets fracture, as I believe they will.
Top line growth is very elusive, and so if you can find a new product, a new service, a new thing that somebody doesn't have, and that could get people to open their wallets, that's crucial because they're not buying that much of what they used to buy.
The icebreaker conversation used to be financial crisis, Middle Eastern crisis. Now the conversation is around digital.
The 1% efficiency saving that digital can bring you industrially is worth $1 trillion to the world economy.
70% of our customers are female, and over half our professional staff are female.
I imagine when we are all replaced by robots, you bet there'll be male robots as well. So it's going to keep going, this one.
I shouldn't pass on without thanking Lloyds for your support for the GREAT campaign, which has done a huge amount to boost Britain as a brand. Britain is the second largest economy in the European Union, may well become the largest. And if the British people decide that our future is in the EU, that should be a future of leadership. Business and business leaders are and will be a vital part of that success.
It is these global issues that have created this uncertainty and a turbulent environment, both for us in the financial sector, but also for organizations operating globally. But challenges are also opportunities. Together with you, we can all help Britain prosper in the global economy. Thank you.